This particular problem is an application problem with the function. So they are telling me that a company that manufactures bicycles, they have a fixed cost of $100,000. And so fixed costs are things that do not change from one month to the next. So for example, if they're renting a building, the amount of rent is not going to change. If they have employees that work on salary, the amount they pay for the salary is not going to change. So all those go into fixed costs. All right, then they go on to tell me it costs $100 to produce each bicycle. So each bicycle costs $100. So you can think of that like, the materials that go into making the bicycle, plus if you've got hourly workers, what you have to pay them to assemble the bicycles. So each bicycle is $100 per bicycle. Okay, so the total cost for the company is the sum of your fixed cost, so that was the $100,000, and your variable cost, and that's what we're talking about with each bicycle, because that cost is going to vary depending on the number of bicycles that we produced. They are asking me to write the total cost, C, so we're going to use C for cost, as a function of the number of bicycles produced, X. So that's where my function notation is coming in. So C stands for a cost function. X is my variable, where X represents number of bicycles. And so in this case, we'll just start with our fixed cost. We know we're paying $100,000 even if we don't manufacture any bicycles. That's the fixed cost. Plus, for each bicycle we produce, it's costing us $100. So it was $100,000 on the fixed cost, $100 per bicycle. We don't know how many bicycles we're producing, but they told us to represent that by X. So that would be my cost function. And it really doesn't matter which order you put it in. Okay, I just did it the order that they stated it. But if you think of the mx plus b and you want to pull your x term to the front, that's fine. So you could write it like that. And then the second part asks me to interpret the C of 90. So in other words, they're wanting me to figure out what is the cost when I am producing 90 bicycles. So if I take my particular, I'll just take this version of the function. It costs me $100 per bicycle. I'm producing 90 of them. And to that, I'm adding my fixed cost of $100,000. So if I go ahead and multiply this out, 100 times 90, that's going to cost me $9,000 to produce all those bicycles, plus my fixed cost of $100,000. So if I add that all up, it's a total cost of $109,000.